Alright. I am back. It's been a bit since I streamed, and I'm sorry. I kind of just stream when I have the motivation or the feeling that I should. Sorry about that. I know it's not the best, but anyways, I want to talk about stuff today. Just, talk about things while playing Minecraft. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and search up my channel and just get the stream going. And, yep, right here. Just make sure my microphone's working and stuff. And also so I can read chat. I know I could do that if I got a second monitor, but I don't know, man. Monitors, I don't like them. It's not that I don't like monitors. I like the monitor I have. And it'd be weird and it wouldn't be very usual for me. Hold on, I'm gonna have to turn that brightness down just to make it so I'm not constantly looking at it. All right, so what I'm doing right now is getting myself a nuclear reactor going, simply because I have a freak load of materials and I need to use them because I'm running out of room and I don't want to have to use this chest, so I decided I'm making a nuclear reactor. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will create a decent amount of these. I'll just I'll go ahead and put these in here for rolling, and I'll put those in the block cutting machine, and that should work. That's gonna go ahead and make a crap ton of those. I'm also gonna need some more lead. 1, 2, 3, I think. Let's see. Yep, that's enough. All right. Let's see how many blocks that makes. 2. All right. So what I'm doing right now is creating an improved version of the nuclear reactor. So a while ago, I figured out how to use the nuclear reactor correctly, much better than I've always used it. And I figured this out using ChatGPT, which kind of weird that it even knew about that. Such obscure, forgotten knowledge. But it's pretty convenient that I did know about that, because now I can go ahead and use the nuclear reactor better. Basically, the reactor chambers that it's made of, see that there's 3 of them? There's also 3 little slots where you can put nuclear fuel into. Oh, hello. Voice is clear. Okay, good. Thank you. There's 3 little slots and 3 reactor chambers. ChatGPT likely noticed this and realized you can place reactor chambers on the side of the nuclear reactor and unlock more slots, therefore allowing you to make and produce more energy from them. What I used to do is just get a lever and create a giant block of nuclear reactors, all with the same loadout, so I could continuously make, just mass produce energy. However, it's a lot faster. It is a lot faster if you do it the correct way. And I want to do that because I'm a little bored and I think it'd be fun. So what I'm doing is making it this way. And there is a certain pattern that I like to call the flower pattern to use the nuclear reactor to its best potential. Hello, Amon. And I want to be able to do that. To do that, you need 36 overclocked heat vents, and you need 18 dual nuclear fuel rods. And to get that, I'm going to have to purify this. So this is going into the nuclear, not the nuclear reactor, the thermal centrifuge, and it will purify even more this purified crushed uranium ore, and it will turn it into uranium. Currently, we have 16 of this. We need 36 of those. And I know it's kind of expensive, but I can do it. Anyways, this is just for the sides of it, just like that. 6 reactor chambers, beautiful. These can also be used, I believe, to make a few different things. But anyways, as you can see, this is going to take quite a long time to heat up and get going. Thankfully, I have a million EU. However, I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Just in case, I could use coal if I need to. If I run out of energy. Run out. So we're just going to use this lava real quick, just to make some more. Because I recently made this MFSU, which holds 40 million EU. It's quite a lot, I gotta say. Purify the inside of the cup. Oh. Hi. Yeah, I'm planning on talking about Christianity as well. But I want to talk about the mod a little bit. You know, what I've been doing. But yeah, I could talk about Christianity too. Anyways, it's pretty nice here. What do we got going on? We're going to go ahead and place this up here. Just waiting for it. Another thing I'm going to need to do is create a construction stone little dome. And to do that, I'm going to need scaffolding. There's iron scaffold and reinforced iron scaffold, which that's not really a thing. So iron scaffold's going to have to do. So I can get 16 of it with some iron fences. So that's getting pretty cheap, honestly. Iron fences are cheap. That's surprising. Let's go ahead and get I made this thing. This is a forge hammer with mending on it. This is going to save me so much energy. It's ridiculous. Basically, I can use experience instead of the other thing, which makes it very useful. Anyways, I have to extrude these, I believe, right? Yes. I need to extrude them in the metal former. What was the other way to use these? Metal former. Ah, if you cut them, you can turn them into industrial credits. These things are basically a currency for industrial craft. That's creepy. They're basically a currency for industrial craft. However, no one ever uses them because when you make them, you don't get as much iron back as it took to make them, so that's kind of pointless. It'll make 2, 4. It'll only make 4, so it's not. There's no point to do that. And I tried to look in the config to fix that, but it doesn't work. Anyway, it's got 69 scaffolding. We're gonna need a little bit more, so let's grab some iron. It's kind of ridiculous how much iron I've obtained, to be honest. So let's do that and that, and we'll do one more just to even things out. Beautiful. Alright. And I'll go ahead and extrude all these. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we've currently got 2 tiny piles of uranium 235 and this here. So this will take a little bit of a second to get these iron fences, which no one really uses iron fences anyway. You only really use iron fences. I guess you use them for the magnetizer, but who uses that anyway? I don't even know what that does. But use them for iron scaffold, which realistically I should have no danger of using this nuclear reactor. However, I just in case want to make it safe as possible, and just in case like a creeper comes up, blows it up, or something like that. Also, I'm thinking of making a server for people to play Industrial Craft on, and if you don't make a secure, like a very secure system to make it so people can't get to your nuclear reactor, people are gonna get to it, and you know what? We want to know what they're gonna do. They're going to take stuff out of it, and it's going to blow up, and that's not good, obviously. I'm thinking of making a server with Industrial Craft on it, which would be very fun, honestly. It will be very, very fun to have a server with Industrial Craft. Anyways, next thing I need to do is make construction stone, which is a little difficult. We need a stone dust. I got a lot of the stone dust, and you need it in order to make CF powder, which is construction foam powder. I do have a shovel up here that I can use. I'm going to need a lot of clay. We got 36 clay here. You know what? We'll probably have enough. Let's grab some sand as well. And let's just go ahead and make a decent amount of this. That's about all you can use stone dust for anyway, so let's make one whole stack of CF powder. Which is basically just concrete, that's what it is. Just like that, we got a stack of CF powder, which is equivalent to 6 buckets, about 6 buckets of construction foam. Yeah, It's very, very, very. Alright, anyways. Let's see here. For that, we're going to need to go into this thing here. Turn it to Influid Enrich, but we're going to want to fill it up. So let's go ahead and break that. We got a little water thing down here going. Let's grab our little universal cells. I think 8 should be good. And let's just throw it in there. Drain from cell into tank, and that'll go. That'll go just slowly. Let's see. Do I have anything else running? No, I don't. Just thermal centrifuge. Alright. Looking good. Let's see how much power we got going. We're actually pretty slowly losing power, which is not good. Because we don't have a lot. Let's see how much coal we got. Oh, wow. We're doing great with coal. We got 3 stacks of coal blocks. You'll be fine on power. Basically, I made this little system with a bunch of regular generators over here. Those are all 10 regular generators. These will coal generators, and you can use them to get power from coal, which is actually a very good way of getting power, believe it or not. Anyways, got almost 8 in there. Now we're going to need to make a CF sprayer, which is here. We just need a universal fluid cell and a few ion casings. Got one here, and let's just go ahead and make this nice and quickly. Like that, that, and this. It's very easy to craft one of these, which is nice. Now, I'm not making anything huge, though. This is probably the best way to produce construction foam. Well, not the best way. There is a better way to produce construction foam, but as you can see, he uses some CF powder, some water, makes construction foam, and that is the use for this. It just makes construction foam, 1 bucket each. And no, this will actually, I got confused. This will make 64 buckets. That's actually a lot more than I thought it'd make. So, cool. That'll go ahead and do that, and this is already filling up. So we're going to have to empty that, and to do that, we're going to have to take off our armor, which sucks because it has invigorating on it, which means I'll lose health if I take it off because it gives you extra health, and when you take it off, you lose health, so it's not fun. Okay, we're down to 1.4 mil. We're actually losing power pretty quickly, and that's with the solar panels too. Dang. But solar panels lose their capability to make power after a certain distance. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Just keep a day so the solar panels keep going. And I think we can go ahead and fill up the CF sprayer. Perfect. I'm going to switch tanks. Fill cell from tank, and then put that in there, and it will go ahead and put this construction foam into the CF sprayer. I think it'll just fill it up completely. Perfect. This is quite a bit. Now I want to be careful with this, because one right click of this in the wrong place is going to make a giant puff of construction foam wherever you do it, and that's why you want to use scaffolding, because scaffolding will make it so it's very nicely done. But we're going to want to make a place for this to where it's not in the way. Let's move this cactus real quick. Oh, I guess I'll play more cactus. I don't know. I don't need cactus anyway. But I think around here would be fine. I'd like to set it up like this. But I can't just let it go straight to it. It's got to go at an angle or something. Yeah, so what we're going to do is this. We'll just make a nice, not too big of a room. That is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This actually takes a lot more blocks than I thought it'd take. Alright. Yeah. We're going to need a reinforced door as well. I suppose there might be a way to make a locked door that people can't just get into super easily. But we're going to need a lot more of that, surprisingly. So let's go down here. Let's just real quick check this. Yeah, that's almost 4. So we're going to have to take off our armor. Put on hazmat suit. So we don't die when we pick it up. Perfect. And take this out. Put it in here. And then take in some more. Put it in there. And now I can go ahead and take it off. And put regular armor back on. Alright. Now what I need is some more of that stuff. So let's go ahead and get some iron going. And I think I can figure out how to make I'm going to need to make quite a few of this too. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Break that all down. That'll make 12. So let's extrude that. That'll make 12, and that'll make 1, 2, 3 in each slot? No, 4 in each slot. So that'll take a while to get done. That means I'll need 18? I'm just gonna assume 18. I'm not even gonna do the math. Nope, that wasn't right. I need a little bit more. At least it didn't make too much. Boom, 24. And that'll make a little bit more for us. Probably still not enough, though. So we're going to need some more iron. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. Throw it in there. And now I'm going to need another 24. And that should then be enough. I also got to keep an eye on this hammer. I don't want to accidentally break it. That would really suck. Alright, so that's going. That's getting going. Let's go ahead and heal our hammer, which is actually very easy to do. All we got to do is go over to our little XP tank here and just click it. Just heals it up instantly. And then I'll take the vent off the top of this and I'll just put any extra XP I have back in here. Alright. Perfect. Now, it does use XP to heal it. However, it's way easier to do that than anything else. Let's see how much energy we got. 1.1. We gotta focus. We gotta actually make some good energy. So let's grab a stack of coal blocks. Put them into 10, like that. So that's the whole stack. That's gonna last us a long time too. So let's go over here, and let's go ahead and get this working. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, here, 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 and there. And there. So that'll produce another 100 EU a tick, which is very good. Now we're actually gaining energy again. Let's go ahead and grab another lava tank just to get even more power. And I think we should be fine. Perfect. That should help us out quite a bit. Now we're at... Oh yeah, we're going up pretty fast now. I like the color. Alright. Sure. Let's go down here. This is almost done, I suppose. This is still going. It's going to take a while. Let's go ahead and throw some more of this in. And for some reason, the purified crusher anymore doesn't actually hurt you to hold in your inventory. So it's fine. It's the purified stuff that you got to be scared of, like enriched uranium, uranium here, uranium there. That stuff. If you get it in your inventory, you're dead. Like you're gonna die. And if you don't have the proper stuff, you're just gonna die. In my opinion, it should take lead to do this, but who cares? I suppose you can make lead armor. I wonder if that would work. No one ever uses lead armor. It has shielding. Because lead armor, it's pretty bad. I mean, it has knockback resistance. That's nice. Anyways, I'm thinking of making a server that people can play on, but it'd be a little difficult simply because, for example, with Hypixel Skyblock, people can just join Hypixel and play Skyblock. They don't have to download anything. They don't have to worry about getting viruses. Nothing like that. But if you want to play a modded server, that's different. Like, for example, like Pixelmon or something. People are scared of, would be more scared of playing something like that because you have to download stuff. And that's why they use plugins to make it. And that generally makes it a little easier to do. But I'm thinking of making my own server. But if I want to do that, I'm going to have to find a way to get it to work. Which is going to be a little difficult. Can I melt these? No, okay. I'm just thinking, can I melt those things? I don't know why I'd want to melt them in the first place. Alright, let's make a nice big thing of them. I'm also going to need to make the ground out of them, too. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Since these are like this, you can actually use them as a ladder. I mean, there are scaffolding. Alright, and throw some there. Gotta be careful how I do this, too. Because this stuff, as you can see, tends to want to fall down. It doesn't just stay up on its own like every other block. It can fall down kind of like regular scaffolding in Minecraft. Oh, that is a lot of messages. So what do you think? Interesting. What ways are you thinking of? Cool. Hey guys, you talking about religion? Oh yeah, I can talk about religion. That's one thing I plan on talking about in the stream, but I also want to talk about modded Minecraft while playing modded Minecraft, because I have a plan of making maybe a modded Minecraft server. With all the mods that I have on right here, for example, Flans mod, which adds guns, and Tinker's Construct, Chocolate Quest, which adds these boots, which is pretty nice, and Industrial Craft, which will probably be the main part of it. You could actually make some pretty fun servers, though it could get a little chaotic because everyone will have easy access to guns. But yeah. Currently, the gun I'm using is a Barrett 50. I like using it because it does a lot of damage. It's kind of like a noob tube. You can shoot from far away, and it doesn't take any iron to make the ammo, so it's nice and cheap. Though it did take a blaze rod to make the initial thing. Oh. Whoops! I kind of forgot the own rule. Check this out. So if I break this, and this. I forgot! How about you do both? I forgot you're not supposed to break the stuff under it or else they'll break. They're like regular scaffolding. What I'm supposed to do is place the foundation first. You know, if you're making a house, make the foundation first, alright? Alright, we'll be able to make it now. Oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. It was funny, though. That was quite funny. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's during the night. Dang, that sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and just make this thing real quick. I also want to make sure it's day all the time because I have solar panels and I don't want them. I want to keep it nice and daytime whenever I can keep it daytime anyway. Noob tube moment. Bro, I forgot how scaffolding works. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, this is modded scaffolding. I kind of forgot. Scaffolding is like Minecraft scaffolding. It's kind of like gravel. It works like real life scaffolding, or at least it's designed to. Just like that. I'm also going to make a reinforced door, just to help. This should work now. I shouldn't have to worry about it now. It can be a little inconvenient if you're using a construction foam sprayer. If you want, you can place it all over the ground and then use the sprayer on it to make the construction stone and then break it and then place it. Then you won't have to worry about anything collapsing on you. However, that can be inconvenient because construction stone is basically like reinforced concrete. It takes forever to mine it. It takes longer than obsidian. And you can't mine it with a mining laser either, making it one of the most annoying things. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to need one more thing of that, and that should fill it. One more thing of it, and we should be good. Let's see how we're doing on power. We're at nice. We're at 1.7 mil. What are we doing in here? Oh gosh, that's almost full. I need to take off my armor now. I could just leave the hazmat suit on, but I don't want to. Even though this is a huge waste. Alright, take all that crap out. Dang it. The temperature went down. It sucks. Alright. Put another big old thing of that in there. Good, good, good. Gotta make sure I got another inventory. Take that off. Put this on. And put the stuff back in there. Alright. And I have a bunch of sand, which I'll just put up there. Now let's go ahead and make a little bit more of this stuff. I should take 1, 2, like that, and extrude all that. Put that up there, and just 6 more ingots. That'll probably be enough to do it. So let's see what we got in the comments. 1 whole viewer, heck yeah! Well. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the golden apples because I'm not doing any fighting right now. So I don't need them. Hey, wow, we have exactly a stack of golden apples. Sadly, you cannot melt them down in the smeltery anymore, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. Alright, that'll go back to doing what it's doing. I just forgot to check on it for a while. Alright, let's make a little more. I'm not sure if 8 buckets of construction foam is quite enough for what I'm doing. Alright, this thing looks alright. Let's just go up here, fill it in, and now I think I gotta start with the top. Oh my gosh, I gotta be careful. Like that. That. I gotta make sure I get the top first, just so I don't accidentally do something stupid. Like that. That. We're out! Ah, dang it! We're out of construction foam already. Dude, I should have made more. Okay, let's make some more. Hold on. Fluid enrich. I can't do fluid enrich. I gotta drain from cell in the tank. Hold on. No, give me that back. Give me the brick back. Okay. And this, we gotta do it quickly before all that crap hardens. There we go. Throw all that crap up there. That's gonna take freaking forever. Whoops! I messed it up. Let's see. Now, as you can see, it turns it into foam, and it'll start hardening into construction stone right here. And this stuff takes forever to mine. And you can't use a mining laser on it. Not only that, thankfully, it will deflect any nuclear explosions, so I won't have to worry about that. Let's see what we're doing. 4. And that's doing that. See how much energy we got going on. Let's get another lava tank. For a while ago, I got all this lava from finding a huge thing of lava and just draining it all out with a pump and a bunch of tanks, so that worked. Took a while, but I'd say it was worth it. We're at 2 million energy right now, and this is almost done. And then we can go ahead and make some more of that stuff. 2 whole viewers. I'll take 2 viewers. That's fine. All right, let's do this. Like that. Fluid enrich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should be enough to do it. Now, this is being really slow, so I'm just going to put in 4 overclocker upgrades. Heck yeah, look at that speed, man. Won't have to wait very long for that. How much is it using? It's not even using that much energy. We're alright, man. Look at that speed. Absolutely beautiful. Overclocker upgrades, beautiful. Alright, fill cell from tank. And bam, more construction foam. Let's go ahead and finish this thing. There we go. There. 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 Here. 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 There. And there. And we still got... It's empty again! Dang it! I need more construction foam! Dang it! Hold on. Back into the little dungeon we got down here and grab some more water. I need that much. That's why I should have got the CF backpack. I should have just made an overly high amount so I could use it all. Alright. Sell the tank. 8 construction powder. Alright, that'll take a second. We got it. We'll do it. Your foam is very PMO. I don't know what that means, but okay. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Alright, throw that in there. We should have made a CF backpack. How do you make one of those anyway? CF sprayer. There it is. CF backpack. Sure, it's really expensive, but this thing will hold 80,000 of that crap, so I won't have to worry about running out. Alright. Fill cell from tank. Voila! 8 buckets once more. That has to be enough. It has to. Bam. Bam. Now we're going to go in here and just bam, 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 bam. I'm not sure if we got the other, like, the undersides of it, but we're just going to wait for that. We're just going to wait for it to solidify. It's going to take a long time, though, for that to solidify. But I can try to mine it, as you can see. Actually, that's not that bad. I mean, I do have a pickaxe with very high mining speed. It has 22 mining speed. Yeah. I guess if you were to make a nuclear reactor, you would want to put it high up in the air. Just in case someone wanted to infiltrate it and blow it up or something. Ah! Okay, let's not walk into that crap again. However, I would like to check on the sides. Just to see if this thing is all the way done. Ah, I did it again! Ah, dang it. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it is all the way done. Or maybe it's not. You know what I can do is I can just mine a whole thing around it. A whole trench around it. It won't do anything bad. Because it's already against the ground. You can also, I think, color construction foam if you care about that. I don't really care about coloring construction foam, though. Doesn't matter much to me. Beautiful. Imagine I break all this and the whole thing just topples down like a domino tower. I would be so mad. There. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. I think we missed a little piece of sand here. I don't know. But, alright. Looking good. I think we just gotta wait for it to dry. It's gonna take a while, but we can wait. So we don't need to make any more construction foam powder, and I can rest my soul. Alright, what we got up here? Oh, pissing me off, okay. Don't die in the PMO phone. I'm not. It's not that deadly. Ah. Beautiful. Alright. Let's see. Ah, it's getting close again. Gotta take off my armor. Put this armor on. Take that out. Alright. There we go. We already almost got a stack of that little thing. Let's see how much does it give? I think it gives 2 or either 1. I think it gives 1. If it gives 1, yeah, it gives 1. All right, let's go ahead and throw in the rest of this. I guess we'll just keep this armor on for now. It's basically the same as iron. Oh, I know. It's the same as diamond armor. That's weird. I do know these rubber boots. You can make them. They negate fall damage, so you gotta be careful with them. You don't want to break them. But let's go ahead and grab that. And now we should be able to make a very high amount of enriched uranium fuel. Like this. Oh wow, that barely took anything. Just like that, we got 21. Gotta say, this stuff is expensive. Alright, so now we got 36 enriched nuclear fuel, or whatever the heck you call it. Now we need fuel rods. 36 fuel rods. So let's get a fuel rod. These take to extrude one of those. So we're just gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. And hit it with a hammer. Oops, careful. Hit it with a hammer. And then we just need to extrude it. Alright, we'll just let that go. Let that marinate for a while. Let's turn the night again. And I think this should work. Let's see how we're doing on power. 2.5 mil, we're actually doing really well. Let's check in that. Let's put in some more lava. If I just click it again. There we go. We'll keep that going, see what get as much power as possible. We got 36 of this stuff. This stuff is really expensive, by the way. This is the reason people don't normally do nuclear reactors. It's so hard to get enriched uranium nuclear fuel. All the crap you need to get it is ridiculous. First off, you need to craft it. So you're going to need tiny piles of uranium-235. This is kind of the hardest thing to get. You need to get purified crushed uranium ore, turn into this using the thermal centrifuge, which is very expensive. You need to put it into an ore washing plant, and then you need to get crushed uranium ore from uranium ore. And this stuff is, I'd say, around as rare as diamonds. It's a little hard to get a lot of it, and it only comes in veins of like 2 or 1. So it's very hard to get a lot of this stuff. But as you can see, we're filling up those fuel rods. We'll go ahead and grab these overclock upgrades and just get that going. See how much energy that's using. Oh, it's using quite a bit, but it should be over pretty quickly. Are you sure that the thing won't explode if you don't keep an eye on it? Keep an eye on what? What's not? Oh, this? Oh, this won't explode. This thing doesn't normally explode. The only way you can get one of these machines to explode is if you put way too much power in it way too quickly. For example, this has a power tier of 1. If I were to put a Sisu against it, which is a power tier of 2, it'll fill up so quickly that it'll just explode. Though I can disable that in the config, and I probably will if I turn this into a server, just because it'd be really annoying for people to accidentally blow up their machines over and over again. Because machines are expensive, and really annoying to make. You only ever want to make them once. Anyways, now that we have all these fuel rods, what we're going to do is go in here, turn it to canning, put that in there, and that will slowly fill the little fuel rods with the uranium. And now we're going to throw them in there, and this creates fuel rods of uranium. Now these are safer. When you hold them in your inventory without the protective armor, you will get 10 seconds of radiation poisoning, so you could survive it. If you have these in it, you just get like 5 minutes of radiation poisoning. You have no chance of surviving unless you eat like enchanted golden apple, which is actually kind of similar to how radiation poisoning works in real life. You get hit with it, you just have to survive the effects for long enough. It's basically like having wither and poison at the same time. And milk does not get rid of it, by the way. I tried. But anyways, I'm going to turn these into dual fuel rods, which is going to be nice. So that's going to make 18 of them. Dual fuel rods, and these are a little expensive. We'll just need 18 of these. So we're just going to get 2 of these. Like this. And like that. And we're going to go ahead and make a lot of these. Now this probably does take a decent amount of power, but these will produce a lot of power. They have 20,000 durability, and typically you want to use as big of a fuel rod as possible because they all have 20,000 durability. And they produce more power, as you can see. But Mox has less durability, and that's actually a good thing because it depletes faster, and you can use the depleted uranium and the thermal centrifuge to get plutonium, which is very useful. Not only can you use it to make Mox nuclear fuel, you can use it to make RTG, which is basically just free energy. And you can use these Mox nuclear fuel and then depleted Mox to get even more plutonium. And plutonium is a hard thing to get, too. Anyways, let's go ahead and make these fuel rods. That is the most expensive part of it. That was extremely expensive. And by far the most expensive part of this whole process. Throw that up there, and we're just going to keep doing this until we're out of crushed uranium. Just to clean it out. And I guess that's the most expensive part. We now need 36 overclocked heat vents, and these are expensive as heck. All right, you need a heat vent first off, which these are just annoying to make. You need iron bars, and I'll need. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get an actually stupid amount of iron. Yep, and let's just go ahead and do no this, 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 this. This is about as much iron bars as I'm gonna need. I'll need a few more though. Let's see if I have any more. I got 6. I want to make a few more. A little bit more. We need to make 36 of the dang things. That'll only make 16. So we gotta do 1, 2, 3. That'll make 28. 32. 36. Oh, yang, man, that's expensive. Dang! I mean, it's a good thing I have a stupid amount of iron. Like, actually obscene amount of iron. I have around 4.5 stacks of iron blocks. So I can do this. I can afford it, thankfully. I'm going to put those up there. Next up, what is needed is... Oh my gosh, it's dang expensive. We're going to need 36 on each side. So we're going to grab the rest of these blocks, and we're going to get to it. That's going to be like that, that, this, and that. This is going to be expensive. So we're going to do this, this, and this. So that already is taking a toll on my hammer. So we're just going to do that, and that. Okay, that's 36, and 36. All right. That is so expensive. You gotta be kidding me. Next up, the more annoying part is getting the electric motors. This is just irritating to make. They take a crap ton of copper, and I need 36 of them damn things. That just shows how hard it is to get a stupid one of these stupid things. So I need 36 of these. Honestly, it'd be nice if I had a calculator. 1, 2. Hold on, let's just... So 36, I'll need... Therefore, double 36 of those. I'm not doing the math. I'm just going to get 19 blocks of this crap, and I'm just going to start extruding the absolute heck out of these things. Just like that. And that'll take a long time, but it'll get somewhere. And that's also starting to fill up. We're just going to go ahead, put that in there, let that go crazy. Put some more of that in there. And that's going to take a while. Next up, what we're going to need is some tin and some iron. So we're going to need 36 iron. It's taking a freak ton of iron, I gotta say. 36 iron right there. We'll just keep it there for now. And then next I'm going to need is 36 on each side. That's going to be 36 tin ingots. Dang, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then smash that all down. Alright. That is just obscene how expensive it is to make a fully made nuclear reactor. It's just insane how expensive it is. But now that I have that, just a little bit of this here, we're gonna go ahead and make 8 of those. Now that's 8. That'll make us 4. 4 for a whole stack of these cables. 4. That is actually insane. 4 of them. That is not even close to enough. Oh my gosh. We'll do it. I'll do it. This thing, it's gonna get us a heck of a lot of energy. So we're gonna do it. And we're going to fill that back up. Just keep that full. Alright, we're going to add another stack. Now we're going to go ahead and get one more of those. And we'll just keep doing this until we finally made enough. Like that. This. Electric motors. We'll keep doing this until all the tin casings are gone and we'll have enough. We have 8 so far. These things have a lot of uses, as you can see. There's a lot of things you can do with them stinking things. These things, if you were to make an economy on the server, these would be worth a lot of money. Just because of the coils and how annoying they are to craft. If you're not playing Industrial Craft right, it can feel like a chore to just craft and craft and craft and craft. But if you're playing it correctly, it can be a lot of fun. Anyways, it is about night, but we're going to go ahead and heal this thing up real quick. That only took one thing to heal the whole thing. That is ridiculous. However, in 1.12, which is the version I'm playing, it is very, very difficult to get a mending bug. It was very difficult. I had to go to several strongholds. It took me a lot of time, a lot of effort. And I only got two mending bugs. And one of them was going to this hammer, making the hammer one of my most valuable items. But let's go ahead, make 4 more, just like that, and we're still at 48. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We got 12. We're seemingly a third there. That's not bad, honestly. Looking good. Looking good. Master Jerry wants me to do ASMR, Battle Royale, and is insane dedication, if asking. Do it for your fans. I don't even know what you're talking. You want me to do too many things, man. Too many things that I don't like doing. You gotta realize it's very hard to make me do a thing that I don't like to do. It's very hard. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and make some more of those. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. 4 more. We're at 40 now. Oh, dang, man. We're gonna need some more copper, aren't we? Let's grab some more. 10 more blocks. This is actually taking a ridiculous amount of resources. And even better, we're actually almost. We're getting there. We just need to make those overclocker upgrades, and let's check on the little dome, see if it's hardened yet. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Now, thankfully, I don't need to secure this that much at all because I'm not on a multiplayer server. If I was, people would want to come in here to steal the uranium out. And that is very dangerous because if they take it out, they could blow the whole thing up. That's why you want to make a sophisticated system to make it so people don't feel so comfortable stealing your uranium. If you're on a modded server, anyway. Ow. Hey, it didn't damage the armor. Cool. But currently we got this. Another cable here. Let's just keep going. We're getting there. It's taken some time, but we're getting there. Gotta do that 4 more times. We're at 20 electric motors. You started trying to make that thing you showed earlier. I'm not sure. I'll probably eventually do it within time, but it could take a very long time. Because I don't know special effects, and I just kind of got enraptured in some other things that I want to do. Like drawing. I'm trying to draw stuff, get good at drawing, and then start making my own stuff. I have a lot of ambitions, and I'm thinking of trying to figure out which ambition I want to go after first. Because, of course, there is a correct order I want to do these things in. I want to do what's easiest and most profitable first. That's what I want to do. Because if it's more profitable, it'll let me do the other things that I want to do easier as well. I'm not totally talking about money, though, you know. It's not complete. That's not the whole point. But anyways, got a lot of uranium in here. They give extra uranium, which is so pointless, because what do I do with this? You know what I mean? I can make blocks. That's all I can do. I can make blocks and use it to make nukes, and that's about all I can do. Which, why in the world would I need to use a nuke? I mean, I guess I could use a nuke for mining. Yeah, I guess I could use it for mining if I wanted. But if you're in a multiplayer server, nukes could be very valuable if you like blowing people's bases up. If you find that fun. Though it'll be a lot of work to get nukes because they're expensive. But we're almost done. We got to do that. Just looks like a few more times, maybe 2 more times actually, and we'll be good. Also, no more sore throats, because I got this huge water bottle from the store. It was very expensive because it's designed in a specific way so it won't, you know, give you cancer or something. Because it's not lined with plastic. It's actually lined with ceramic. It's pretty nice, I'd say. Though I am a little worried about its durability because ceramic isn't very durable. But yeah. Anyways, let's go here. We are getting there. We are getting there for sure. We're almost done. Nuclear emojis, very nice. Kind of weird how that divvied out completely perfectly, but it's nice. All right, this is looking pretty good. Let's see how we're doing on power. Power's actually looking. It's going down fast, but we'll be fine because we're almost done with the thermal centrifuge, as you can see. And we're now done with this. We've got enough of that, so let's put the copper back in. Do a little bit of that. Oh, wait, I just realized we're going to need even more copper. This is the first step. I'm an idiot! This is the hardest part, though, I gotta admit. It is the hardest part. We just got done. So now we got the 36 electromotors. Put that in there, and ta-da! 36 heat vents. This is probably the most one of the most valuable things in my entire base. This little thing. Because these are dang expensive, alright? But, alright. Looking good. Now, what we need to do is turn them from normal heat vents into reactor heat vents. And the reactor into overclocked. You can also make these, but I don't know who uses these. These things look so expensive, though. I don't even know how to use them anyway. Anyways, I now need a lot of copper because I need to surround each one of them with 8 copper. So let's just go ahead, do that, and do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Okay, we don't want to break it. We want to be careful. And put that in there. Stack there, a stack there, a stack there, a stack there. Sparse it around. Reactor heat vents. Now, we're going to want to heal this thing real quick. Because we don't want it to break. Because it's very valuable. Because it has mending on it. It only takes one thing to heal it completely. One button press. It's ridiculous. Alright. Now we just need 32. Like that. Boom. And there. Bam. Bam. There we go. We got that process done. It's more expensive, but it doesn't take very much time. Actually, it's not more expensive, but it's pretty expensive. Next, we need to use gold, which I'm honestly perfectly fine using gold because I barely use it anyway. I should probably honestly use it just make golden carrots, and that's about it. Because who uses gold anyway? Alright. So I need... I'm just going to flatten a whole stack of it and just... Okay, so that shows about how expensive this is going to be to make the overclocked vents. One more stack. Like that. And then 4 more, which would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, I think. So let's just do another 16. Oh, wait, what is that going to make 2? Nope, that's 4. There! Now, this thing is even more expensive. If that was even possible, this little stack here, a little over half a stack, is even more expensive. It's actually ridiculous. One of these is expensive, but 36. This thing is so dang expensive. It's ridiculous. I'm going to throw it up there with the rest of that, along with our nuclear rods, which are going to go up there. And now we're about ready to do this. Now, there's a very specific pattern you want to place them in. I like to call it a flowering pattern, because it's made in a very specific way, kind of like a flower, where the nuclear rods are the flower petals, and these are the stems. And you put it like that, and it will be the most efficient setup. Now, I think I'm about ready to get that going. I'd like to wait for this to be done, but I don't think I will. I'll just go ahead and grab everything and get it going. We're also going to need fiber optic cables, which are expensive. Let's see, do I have silver? No, I don't have silver. I'm going to have to use this crushed ore to make the thing. So we're not going to be able to activate it yet, but we will be able to do it. What we got to do, we will be able to build it, we just won't be able to activate it for a bit. It is turning the night, though. Alright, so this thing is almost done. Let's see if there's enough room in here for me. Yes, okay. We'll place this here. Nuclear reactor, there. Perfect. And we'll place the sand there. So it's turning the night, but basically what you do is take the reactor chambers, place them on all sides, and not fall into the deadly foam. And this allows you to access it, and then you can put the stuff in. These overclocked heat vents, they're going to last me forever, too. I'll never have to make more of them. As long as I use them correctly, I won't have to make any more of them. Yeah, those are, these hold X experience. Basically, you can click this with a little shower, and it'll let XP out, and you can put it right back in. But I use the XP to heal this mending forge hammer. Like that. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and make the pattern. So this is how the pattern works. You go 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And this makes a flower pattern. And then you put dual uranium rods here. So it kind of makes these as flowers, and these as the stem. It kind of makes a flowering pattern. And then you do it here as well. And you do it on all the places. And you fill them up. And look at that. That is all that. It took a lot of stuff to make. And then all we're going to need is a lever to turn it on. However, we're not going to turn it on quite yet. So let's get a lever. If I've got one. Oh, actually I do. Right over here, there's a lever. And I'll just put it on top of it to where I can click it and turn it on. It is ready to go. It is ready. But I'm not going to turn it on yet because I don't have a power outage to it. I could turn it on and there would be nothing wrong with it. It would be perfectly self-sustaining. Though I'm going to watch it for a while just to make sure it doesn't blow up on me. Because imagine having all that blow up in your face after using that much time and resources to make it. Having that blow up in your face would not be fun. Alright, this is nearing the end, though. And then I'll be able to, salvage more power and stuff. Let's see. Yep, let's go to another lava tank. Pretty sure the coal generators ran out. Ow! Yeah, I think the coal generators actually ran out. Let's take a look. Yeah, they ran out a while ago. But coal generators are very useful, but they use a lot of coal. And I guess the whole challenge of this mod pack is to try to find a way to produce a lot of energy with using as few resources as possible. And this produces probably the most energy out of any generator, but it's very expensive. But once you make it, it's pretty much self-sustaining. But now we cannot use tin cables for this. We cannot use tin cables. We're going to want this to go directly into the MFSU. And to get that to work, we're going to have to switch out all these cables for fiber optic cables. That's how it's going to have to work. And we cannot let it go into here. We want it to go into through here, and that should work. I also could try to have it go underground, but I'm not gonna. I don't feel like doing that. But we're currently at 1.2 million, and this is almost done. So let's grab all this out. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of save some room, I suppose, by making some more enriched nuclear fuel here, like that, and that. And then the rest of this, I'll just make these uranium blocks because I want to save some room. There we go. Now we can make 22 more rods. And that's all of my uranium. I don't think I have any more at all. Yeah, I don't have any more uranium after that. Now, after this, we can put in some regular things into the thermal centrifuge and not have to wear this armor, which will be nice. But I feel like this, if I were to turn this into a mod pack for people to play on, it could have some, it could be very fun to play. I do admit, it could be very fun. Let's go ahead and grab torches, put them in here, just in case. We don't want any creepers to spawn. Obviously, we don't want creepers to spawn in here. And they won't, because I'm going to put torches everywhere. Next up, what I'm going to need is a reinforced door. Let's see what we got here. Tyrone versus Cops Stream 1. I don't know what that means, but cool, I guess. I haven't played Pixel Gun in a while. You're probably talking about Pixel Gun, aren't you? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and make a reinforced door. As you can see, it's right here. I'm going to need 3 lead and 6 iron. It is actually quite easy to make a reinforced door. It's not made out of reinforced stone for some reason. And it's about just as durable. Alright, reinforced door, and now we're just going to need a lever for that door, which I can make very easily. Like this. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and place it. We're going to want to be careful where we place it. This thing's very hard to break. Alright, this thing, as you can see, it's kind of like obsidian. It takes a very long time to break it. Though, it'd be nice if I can modify how durable construction stone actually is. Because then you could actually make almost invincible rooms. If I could find a way to make it so you could only mine construction foam with an iridium drill, that would be good. That would be good. Alright, let's see what we're doing on power. 1.1. And this thing is nearing the end. We're almost done with that. Jerry's new Roblox. Oh, gosh. You playing Roblox? Okay. I'm not going to judge you. Roblox, it's a kid's game, but also I don't like Roblox. I used to like it. I used to like Roblox a lot. I'm kind of done with it, though. Another thing I'm going to want to do is modify and where's our hoppers? Hoppers. There we go. I got all these hoppers from dungeons, so I can modify my little smeltery. This thing I'm using to I'm using it to get very large smelt and refine very large amounts of ore. It took me a long time to make this smeltery. It's very, very big and expensive. And I'm just going to go ahead and place these hoppers here. Like that. That's going to go ahead and modify it and make it so it is self-sustaining. Like this. That'll make itself, that'll make it so it'll drain itself into a chest. Let's go ahead and make a chest real quick. While I have the time, you know. That'll drain it all into here. Now I need block placers. Block placers are going to, plus a redstone signal will automatically empty. And then I can automatically pour out a lot of iron out of here. And it'll be a lot faster. Like right out here, I have here. This is a block placer. Basically, you put blocks in it, it'll place them. Or you can use it to just right click. That also works. It's pretty nice. It's a nice way to automate things. What we got here? We gotta put in some more lava. That's what we gotta do. Like that. How we doing down here? 26. Beautiful. Let's take all that out. Throw it in here. Looking good. It's looking good. Looking good. That's too far. Jerry, don't do this crap to Ahmed. Are you into femboys? No. That's a weird question to ask. However, I did find, when I was metal detecting, I did find this 1925 coin. It's very cool. It is apparently the equivalent of a nickel. It is a currency that is designed for a very specific place that I live nearby, and was probably used in markets back then, around 100 years ago. So that's very cool, honestly. Very cool to find that. It might be made of silver. It's probably made of nickel, I'd say. Nickel or like something like that. Something that doesn't rust. But it's very cool to find it. It was very cool. So, yeah. Very cool coin, yeah. I also found an Olympics coin. I do... You've never known it before, but I do have a TikTok. And I will... Every now and then I'll make videos about some of the birds that I'm around and stuff. Like, for example, geese. I like geese. I like to pet them. And they like to bite me. So... that's on my TikTok. I don't normally make videos on TikToks unless I find like a cool thing while when I find like a cool thing while metal detecting. It's weird. Anyways, let's see what's down here. Looking good, actually. I would put the overclocker upgrades in there, and they decrease process time down, but they increase power to power up. So it'll make it cost more power, but it'll decrease the time it takes. And it is inefficient, power inefficient, but it takes a lot less time. But I don't want to use it in something like a thermal centrifuge, unless I'm absolutely insane. You know what I mean? I do not have the kind of power to use a thermal centrifuge with overclocker upgrades. These things already take a stupid amount of power. You know, I could take an. I'll make an EU eater just to make things easy for me. Do I forward here? No. All right. We're just gonna go ahead, extrude some of that, like that, and 2 more. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this. Okay, so apparently the kids just got home. They're going to make a lot of noise in the background. I hope you don't mind, because there's not a lot I can do about that except tell them to stop, and they typically don't like stopping. But, I think I need... No, I only need 2 redstone for that and 1 glowstone dust. And I think that's about it. Yeah, it's pretty cheap to make these things, actually. But they're very useful. You can use them to measure how much EU is being used, how much EU is not being used, things like that. EU reader. And as you can see, I can use it on this. And it is around 50 EU a tick. It's using 50 EU a tick, which is actually kind of a lot. Energy out, 0. Voltage. Voltage is messed up. Energy gain. So it's around 50 EU a tick, and it stabilizes over time. Not sure why it's using a strange amount. It's about a 49 EU a tick, actually. And I can see how much I'm losing from here. So energy in is 28. Voltage, energy gain, not very good. Energy out looks to be 50 EU a tick. So it's just using up EU. And I can tell how much how much it's making. So that's kind of weird. Is the... Oh, I get it. It's the solar panels. These produce 1 EU a tick. Well, that's weird. They are supposed to produce 1 EU a tick. However, because of these cables, they're not perfect. They cannot properly make all the energy... they cannot sap all the energy out of it perfectly, which slows things down. We're gonna want to get a lot of energy, and I could use, dang it, I could use the coal generators. Those will help. As you can see, this is almost finished. Just got 13 more, and we'll be done with uranium anyway, and we can put it all in the chest, and we can finally take off that armor. What type of wall does your house have? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not typically looking at the walls. I mean, it's probably drywall. Alright. Alright. We're going to put this in here as a tool. I'd also like to get a toolbox, just for convenience sake, I guess. Let's see. Regular bronze. Yeah, I need 1, 2, 3. 3 bronze to make a toolbox. Toolboxes are very useful. They're just a nice thing to have around. All we gotta do is make a chest and surround it with some bronze item casings, and you get a toolbox. And this will hold your forge hammer, electric wrench, electric tree tap, this. I'll put all the stuff in here. And you can't put anything that isn't a tool in here. It'll hold your tools, and you can keep it in your inventory. Oh, do I want to put a wrench in there? I mean, I guess I could. But that's what you can put in here. I'll just keep it in there for now. Alright, we are almost done with that, and then we can finally start generating some more power again and actually make a lot. I know TikTok. I don't like TikTok a lot, but I will use it if I feel it necessary. And my dad kind of made me get a TikTok. Wait, no, I actually wanted to show... I remember why I got a TikTok. Originally, my dad made me get a TikTok, and it was for schooling purposes or something like that. It wasn't really a great idea, but yeah. But anyways, this is our nuclear reactor. It seems almost all the foam is dried up. And this will produce 360 EU a tick. Each one of those rods produces 10 EU a tick. So it's going to produce 360, which is a lot of EU, by the way. I could actually have it go down below and then in. I would rather it have... Okay, let's see how I can get this to work without doing damage to me. I want it to go here. I could have it go around. I could have it go here. There's a lot of things I could have this work out with. But because I put the MFSU here, it's causing some issues. I might move it in time. But it is very annoying to move these giant batteries. Because if there's energy in them, you'll lose half the energy or something like that. And I don't like that. That's to discourage people from using these as portable batteries. Simply because portable batteries already exist. Like, energy crystals. They could hold 1 million EU a piece. They're kind of expensive, but... and then there's Labotron crystals, or... Labotron crystals. And these will hold 10 million EU per. Now, these hold a lot of EU. If you were to get like 4 of those, you could hold 40 million EU. And these actually use 6 of them to make 40 million. I don't know why that is, but that's just how it is. I made one of these and it was very expensive. The Labotron crystals are actually not the most expensive part. It's actually the advanced machine casing, in my opinion, the MFE. And then I'd say it's these. And these, I guess, they are kind of expensive because you gotta use advanced circuits to make them, and that mean to make 13 advanced circuits. And these energy crystals, these are expensive, but not for me because they take diamond dust. It takes 4 diamonds to make 1 energy crystal. But that's not really a problem for me when I have over a stack of diamond blocks. Basically, I went through a lot of dungeons because dungeons are fun. I like fighting the bosses and claiming the loot. So I get a lot of diamond and a lot of gold because they actually focus on diamond and gold specifically. All right, we're about done. This thing is about done, and then I can finally start building up a lot of energy, so I can put in the purified gold. This, when put in, will produce tiny pyres of silver, and I can use the silver to make glass fiber cables. 6 of them per silver dust, which I'm gonna need a lot of these things, and these can be used to make teleporters if you care about teleporters. I don't know why you'd honestly make a teleporter, because the only reason you'd honestly make them is if you're making a replicator, which, still, who uses replicators? Sure, they can duplicate things, but the amount of energy it takes to duplicate something is obscene. You need 1 million EU to get 1 millibucket, 1,000th of a bucket of UU matter, and you need around I'd say around 250 millibuckets to duplicate 1 plutonium. It's ridiculous. If you are an insane man of insane origins, and you have a stupid amount of power, then it'd be fair to use that. But I see no purpose in that, personally. I see absolutely no reason to use those, especially because they're just so expensive to make. The only reason you really make them is just to have them, you know what I mean? Just to do something. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and get some more power going. This geothermal generator is very nice. However, we're gonna use the coal generator and get ourselves a lot of power going. Because a bit ago I got a lot of coal, 2 stacks of coal, 2 stacks of coal blocks here, and I could sparse them out, get 12 each. I'll leave the rest of that coal in there, and that'll be good. It'll be nice. Let's turn the night, so we're just gonna throw all this in real quick, and this is going to produce a lot of energy too. So throw all that in there. It's also going to take a very long time for it to stop producing energy, which is fine. That's just a part of it. It's not really a bad thing or a good thing. And that produces an obscene amount of energy. Now, if I want to use my EU reader on that, I could figure out how much energy all that's producing. I would imagine everything together is producing, I'd say, about 140, just 140 EU a tick. It's just an estimate, though. I don't know if it's actually producing that much. Energy in is 111. Energy out, 0. So we're getting 111, 112, 106, 107. The reason it's going up right now is probably because it is turning to day still, because of the solar panels. We're at 115 EU a tick. That's average. Is 115, 116 EU a tick. And if I go out, average goes up a little bit, because it's just doing a little bit of math here. You can reset the cycle as well. All right, energy gain, 117 EU a tick. Very good. We'll just go ahead and hold that up there, and we're already at 1 million, which is pretty good. Now, what I would do, I would use this to get some energy really quickly, but I think that's a bad idea, because I don't have the paths made out yet. So we're just going to go ahead and let that do its thing. This is going to go ahead and take about, I'd say, 20-30 minutes to produce all that, and I'll get around to 5 million EU, I'd say, which is pretty good. Another few ways I have of making EU is obviously solar panels and this geothermal generator, which is good. I used to use a lot of geothermal generators, and they're decent. They're not bad generators. They're pretty good. Um, However, to use them, you're going to need lava tanks, and you're going to need open blocks for that. And to get the lava, you need a pump. You're going to need a pump to get a lot of lava, and you're going to have to find lava. The easy thing about the regular generators, the coal generators, is they're really cheap. You get 10 EU a tick per, and all you have to do is use a fortune pickaxe, and you can get a lot of coal really easily. And I have a fortune pickaxe, so it makes it easy to do that. So we're going to go ahead and heal up our pickaxe. And we're going to go and find a mountain. That's not going to load while we're gone, so we're not going to get more EU. However, I'm just going to go find some coal. Oh, wow, we already found a mountain biome. But as you can see, there's a little bit of coal. There should be coal around here that we can mine, and then we can go ahead and fill it up even more. Just to show you the process, I suppose. Alright, there we go, right here. And it also gives us experience, which is nice, I guess. But I used to mine a lot of this stuff. I was mining a lot of this stuff yesterday. That's why I had 3 stacks of coal blocks, which I was able to use. But as you can see, that gives us a few coal blocks worth of coal. That's why it'd be very nice to have an economy here, because it would be kind of fun to just watch people use the world and eventually have to resort to solar panels and more safe and renewable energy, because people at first will be using lots of coal, but eventually they're going to run out of coal and they're going to have to use other things. There is an infinite amount of coal, basically, in this world, but you have to travel farther to get it. That's a very good thing about Minecraft, because it's not all at your fingertips. You have to travel farther to get it, but there is an infinite amount of it. So it's a nice system. Alright. There is quite a bit of coal around here. We're just going to get a decent amount of it just to kind of show you if I were to make the server, what people would be doing to make money. They would probably just be going around mining coal. Mining would probably be... Mining and crafting would... That's kind of funny, because that's what the game is. But mining and crafting would probably... Mining, crafting, and fighting would probably be the best ways to make money. In the server. To get currency and become richer. Mining, crafting, and fighting. Because fighting, you'll be able to attain things like iridium, which is very rare and very valuable as well. I just happen to have a lot of it because I've been going through a lot of dungeons. Not only that, you can get these things called cursed bones from these specific chocolate quest dungeons. You can get cursed bones, and you can use those to summon minions, and you can give them armor and weapons, and you can use them to fight more bosses. Or if you want a multiplayer world, you could use them to essentially wage war on people, take things over, and steal and destroy, which is what people like to do. It's fine if it's a game. As long as you're not doing it in real life or like getting some fascination with it, it's probably fine. But I think if I could figure out how to make it very convenient to get into a Minecraft world with these mods, and with like no fear or risk of viruses, the lowest fear or risk of viruses, then it would probably be best, and the server might do pretty well. Because honestly, if you could play this, with other people on a large server with like 10 or 20 people, yeah, I know, I'm scared of viruses. It's just a thing. It doesn't matter. But if you could get around 10 to 20 people here, this would be a lot more fun. It's already pretty fun on single player. You get practice doing things. You can learn stuff. and you can fight mobs. The bosses, anyway. Bosses are a lot different from mobs. Regular mobs, you can kill them very easily. The bosses, they're very hard to kill. Anyways, it would be very fun to play this with multiplayer because you could make certain guilds. You could have clans, people fighting each other, teaming up. I would just need to add a mod to make it so if you're in the same guild, you can't accidentally attack each other. That's what I think. Because if you can accidentally attack each other, I would need 2 more mods to make it complete. I would need a mod that adds guilds and teams, so you can get officially team with someone and not be able to attack them. They won't be able to attack you. And another thing you'd want is a currency mod, which adds a currency. However, you don't necessarily need that. You can just use materials as a currency, just like you would use gold in the real world as a currency, which people actually sometimes do use gold and silver. They used to use gold and silver as well, because it has innate value. But as you can see, just like that, we have made a whole stack of coal blocks, which then can be used in our little generator. That's 6 more per. Let's see what the chat says. I'm scared of viruses. It was a long time ago. I just don't like the idea of someone being able to control your computer remotely and just destroy everything. I know it doesn't normally put harm and risk of you, but it could potentially put your banking account at risk. It could be bad. I'm scared of the worst, basically. I don't have to be scared of it. I'm just too cautious. I'm overly cautious. It's probably my OCD or autism. But that's just how it is. Anyways, if I wanted, I could show a little demonstration of my smeltery using this lead. Because I don't feel like macerating lead in the first place and then turning into crushed lead. And because I don't really care about getting a little bit of copper dust. I don't really care much for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in the smeltery. This will produce about 18 blocks. Yeah, this will produce about 18 blocks. It'll smelt very quickly. Like that. 15 blocks. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, it's 15 blocks. Now what we're going to do is just pour it all out. This is also things you'd be doing for currency in the game. You'd be filling these things up. And watch this. They're going to harden very quickly. And when they harden, they just get pulled right out and put into the chest. That's what this automated system does. And as you can see, we've now got 9 more blocks of lead, which would be pretty valuable in the server if I were to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll pull out 6 more blocks, which I think is... Do we actually have... Yeah, we have a perfect amount of blocks. That's very cool. Very nice. That'll pull that out. Beautiful. Making nice shades, and then it just pulls it all out. Just like that, we have made 15 blocks of lead that quickly. Very fast and efficient. For 3K subs, let everyone have remote control to your PC. No. Jerry. But now we have 44 blocks, plus those blocks we had, and now we have 44 blocks of lead. Which is actually a lot of lead. That is... How much lead is that? It's 6 stacks of lead. Pretty good. And that would potentially be able to be used as currency. The currencies inside the game would be redstone, iron, copper, tin, lead, gold, diamond, lapis, and a few other things maybe, like rubber. Those would probably be the main currencies. There'd be around 7 main currencies of iron, copper, redstone, diamond, tin, lead, and gold. Not diamond again. That would be around 7 main currencies. But you also could use lapis as a currency, because lapis is also very valuable. You could use rubber as a currency and coal as a currency. If you wanted, you could use bronze and steel as currency. Steel is very hard to get, by the way. Not because it takes a lot of energy or a lot of resources, but because it takes a lot of time. It'll take about 10 minutes to make a single steel ingot. So, if you want, you could make a factory to produce steel, and steel is very useful too. As you can see, steel, makes the best armor in the game. And if I can find the ingot anyway. Okay, we're just gonna. There we go, steel. It also produces specific things, very valuable things. For example, the Advanced Modern Weapons box. This is used. When will your dad do live streams? I don't think he does. I think he sometimes does live streams on his channel. Anyways, but this will produce better guns for you to use, and you can also create in the metal farmer. You can get steel plates, which these are used to make advanced machine casing, which are used to make a lot of different machines. Also, you can use them to make gem attachment plates, the steel box, which is kind of like a shulker, steel tank, steel pipes, and these are probably the most useful out of all of them. It can be used to make an MFSU to hold 40 million EU. It can be used to make whatever this is. Never used it, don't know what it does. Teleporters, advanced miners, thermal centrifuge, which I already have one of those. Pattern storage, scanner, induction furnace, matter fabricator, terraformer, which just changes the biome basically, batch crafter, and the batch crafter again. So that's just 2 different ways to craft it. Let's see how we're doing on energy. We might be ready to do things. We're at 2 million energy. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, actually, my iPad has reached 95%, which means I can unplug it and I'll be able to read chat more easily, which is going to be nice. I'm also thinking, I'm also thinking of making a new channel, where I'll talk about Christianity and stuff and respond to Muslim and atheist videos. I'm thinking that'll probably be a good idea. I'll probably also talk to, I'll have my brother in those videos. Also, we'll probably have our faces in the videos, potentially. I haven't made that yet. I'm thinking of making it sometime. Not sure when. I should get it ready, because there's a lot of heresy, bad theology on YouTube that's swirling around, like works salvation, obedience salvation, all that stuff that people are enraptured in, and it's not great, and I kind of want to speak out against it. But I'll pretty much on that channel I probably won't be playing very many games. I might be playing games with my brother if he wants to watch me play games. But I have gotten, I will be able to get things done. It'll be nice. Anyways, what do I want to do now? There's a few things I can do. I guess what I'll do now is I will start purifying the crushed gold. I want to be careful because I'm going to keep it in here. And this will take a lot less energy, I know. Wait, does it? Doesn't show me how much energy it takes, but this is taking a freak load. Don't tell me this actually takes more energy than uranium. Because it better not take more energy than uranium. Uranium already took some of the most energy to make it. There's no way gold takes more. Come on. That's ridiculous. I mean, we have a lot of coal in there, so we can realistically get things going for a long time. But look at that. That takes a stupid amount of energy. That's so stupid. It's gold, man. I just want some silver dust. Normally, this wouldn't be how you get silver. But because I don't have the correct mods, there is not a silver ore. So this is the only way for me to get silver. And silver is, well, important to get these glass fiber cables. But that's going. I might take a break and come back. But I'm not sure. Is blood Einstein or Epstein? What the heck are you talking about, man? That's so weird. Alright. But this is about finished. Let's see how we're doing on power. Power's doing perfectly fine. Just took a long time to charge it up. Let's see how much... Oh, yeah, that's pretty fast. Let's see how much power it's actually taken. Oh, it's taking a decent amount. Let's just figure out how much power this is actually using. Energy key, voltage. This is using about 50 EU. Yeah, it's using about 50 EU a tick. That's kind of surprising. I wouldn't expect to use so much. Thankfully, I'm making a lot more EU with that since I have all those generators back there. They're producing 10 EU a tick per. Funson, you're pulling a major synergy right now. Peak performance, zero drag. Your vibe is boosting team morale and driving straight up operational W energy. I don't know what that means, but cool. I don't know what that means. Huh. Anyways, here's the modern weapons box. There's a few things you can do in here. I like using the Dragunov, but I haven't used it in a while. I use it with triple tick ammo. I haven't used it in a while, though, because it takes fiberglass to make the ammo. It's AKs. This would basically be the weapons you use. However, I want to figure out how to disable the PR3. Because the PR3 is a weapon that has special damage properties, which can do a lot of damage really quickly. It only has one shot, and it's really expensive. But it would be pretty much ultimate for taking out bosses, and I don't want it to be that easy to just conquer everything. How are we doing in here? Perfect. I think this thing is finished. And whew, that was expensive. It's just I'm still feeling the shockwave of how expensive that was, how much time it took, all that crap. Anyways, this is now producing little bits of silver. If I wanted, I could put an overclocker in here. A single overclocker upgrade, actually, a singular one, decreases process time to 70%, increases power to 160%. So it will take less time, but use more power. I don't think I need to do that, though. Also, there's a machine you can use, a chunk loader. This just keeps chunks loaded. Now, this could be used to completely crash servers by loading 500 chunks at once. If you use it correctly, you can basically keep a chunk loader over next to your, for example, your energy producing things, like your solar panels, and then you could walk away and it would still go. But the server would have to be going for it to work. So I guess people could use the chunk loader to crash the game. I think I could probably just find a way to disable the use of that, because you don't need to use it anyway, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna be right back real quick. I guess you can just watch the generator go, but I'll be right back. And you just watch it produce silver and gold dust. Be right back. I have returned. For some reason, there's more people watching than when I was gone. And we have 2. 2 silver dust. That is not enough. Let's see how we're doing on power anyway. Ooh, yes. Got 3 million power so far. I'm gonna go ahead, use another lava tank. Ah, stupid. Use another lava tank real quick. Keep that going good. Oh, I know exactly what you need to do. Nice! I know exactly what you need to do to protect your nuclear power system. You need a... what is it called? A Tesla coil. That'll help! It basically is just an MV transformer, some redstone, and electronic circuit, and some iron. Basically, you want to surround your entire thing with them in a very specific way that anyone who walks near it will immediately get zapped and die. You can use those for mob grinders if you want, but you can also use them to protect your base. However, people will be able to break them if they have an explosive gun. Like, if you put the explosive ammo in a Barrett, you can blow them up. However, if you cover them with something, you could potentially protect them. And make it very hard for someone to get into your base. Now, if I could make... I don't know. I need to make something that will produce better security. That would help. But that's currently producing a nice amount of gold, so we can put some more in there. Very nice. And now, silver dust. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get silver dust. I would be able to get it if I could get silver ore, but you can't because there's no silver ore. Unless I have in the right mod. But perhaps if I were to make a mod server with this, I would add silver ore just so it's not so hard to get. But yeah. Now we're gonna go ahead and make a nice path to get to our MFSU. Currently, this is the path we have, and it's made out of garbage. I'd like to make a nice path to get there very easily. So what we're gonna do is go down here, below this, and go right below the nuclear reactor. So I can break block above it, and I'll just be able to access it from there, like this, just like that. I can access it from there. Now, the reinforced stone, I'll just hold on to it, I guess. But, yeah, we'll throw it down here. Take the sand. I would like to make a path to it. Hi, Funson, will you be streaming almost daily, or just when you feel like it? I would like to stream daily, but also there's the fact that whenever I stream, it makes it harder to play the game, you know? Because typically when I'm playing, I'll just be silent. Sometimes I'll talk to myself. I'm a little different whenever I stream. Whenever I stream, I act a little bit differently. I think most people know that. That's just how it works with streamers. But I have to talk a lot with streams, and it kind of hurts my throat to talk a lot, so I'm going to have lots of water around me to do that. And that's just kind of how that is. But streaming is fun. I do like it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it daily. I think I might try to do it a little bit more than me just feeling like it. I could try that, but I'm not going to give you any guarantees because I'm not swearing any oaths, all right? I'm not the most trustworthy. Well, that's not the thing. I don't live up to much of what I claim anyway. But ooh. That is 27 silver dust. That is enough to make 3 silver ingots, or just 3 silver dust. This is actually quite a valuable thing. But I just need some energium dust, which should be pretty easy. I just need... We'll do 16 diamonds. And we'll just go ahead and destroy them. And we'll get 20 redstone. It'll make a lot of Energium dust. That plus some glass, and we'll have this thing going good. But that'll take a second, so we're going to take 4 of these. And that'll take barely any time. But I like to stream daily, but there's a little... I want to, but don't want to at the same time. Because it can be a little tiring to stream. Because it hurts my throat, and it makes it a little burdensome to play games. But it is fun. It's fun at the same time. It's kind of weird with streaming. I don't know. I like it, but it can hurt my throat. And it's also I don't know. It's just it can be I guess it can just feel a little exhausting to stream sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy, but eh. Anyways, diamond dust. This has one use, and that's that. That make Energium dust, which you can use to make energy crystals, but for me, I'm just gonna use it to. Well, I really made more than I needed, but as you can see, just like that, we have 18 of these glass fiber cables, which you can break. Yep, and you can keep them. All right, these things are quite useful. You can use them to make teleporters if you care about that. However, the really good thing about them is they allow 8,192 EU a tick to go through them without any problems. So they're not going to burn up, and they only lose 0.025 EU per block, which is way less than any other cable, which is why I like to use them. So what I can do is switch out the whole system that I have for these. So what I'm going to do is try to switch it out. So first off, if I can... So that's... Ow, this stupid knife. I think that's... Yeah, okay. So that's where it's putting in EU. So what I want to do is stop that. If I can... If only I could... there is a redstone thing on it. Maybe I can turn off... Okay, I don't want to mess anything up. So what I'm going to do is go down here. No. Down here, and I want to switch out the cables that are there for these special cables. Okay. Yeah, that's going to hurt me. So we're going to just... I want it to keep going. This is difficult. But what I'm going to do is break all that and just try to place them back. Wait, oh, I can't break these? Oh, I thought I could one-shot them. These are all tin cables. That's what that's the system I was using beforehand. You said something to me, but I'm a little busy. I'll read that in a second. I'm gonna be careful while doing this. And glass cables. Just like that. I want to be careful with these. I don't want to accidentally electrocute myself. Wait, how did I get in here? Okay, I gotta get out. Perfect. I think it's working. Let's go ahead and go down here and take a look at it. See if it's working. Perfect. No issues. And even better, that'll create a better kind of electric system. We have 7 more of these things. So what we're going to do is just check on it, make sure all the machines... Alright, good. Patch this boy up. Did that wrong. Patch it up. And see if I have messed up anything. No, I don't think I did. If we go down here, looks normal again. Alright, good. We're going to throw our sand in here. Well, sandstone. And I'm going to sneeze, but I'm gonna move myself. Gotta mute myself when I sneeze. Why can't you just tank the damage? Oh, I'm scared because those are special cables. They can produce 8,000 EU. Well, not produce. They can harbor 8,000 EU, which I'm scared could potentially one-shot me, whilst also using a lot of EU. But that's working pretty nice. Let's go ahead and check that out. Now this should be a lot more efficient. However, since it is a weird divisible thing, I think if I look at it, energy out. It's still a little janky, but as you can see, it has more digits, it looks like. Whoa. 512, that's pretty good. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and switch out more of these cables with these glass cables. Like, for example, these ones. Ow, stupid. Okay. Ow. Is it working? Yes, it is. Alright. Now, 2 more of these cables. To put one there. And there. Ow. Frick, 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 frick. Okay. I'm damaging my armor, but it's okay. I think that system will work. Let's see, are we still working? Yep. Yep. Alright. And then check here. See if it's working. Beautiful. Alright, let's check on our coal generators to see if they're working. Still going? Yep, we still got 8 coal blocks each. Alright, that's looking good. Let's see how much... Oh yeah, we got 20 in there. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead, grab some more gold, put it in there. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. I'd also like to grab all the silver dust and continue making some more of these things. Silver dust is very expensive. Just because I don't have access to silver. Silver dust is just really, really hard to get. But let's make some more cables. Beautiful. 12 more cables. We're also going to need some more glass going. So let's see if we got some glass up here. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to go ahead and grab some sand. Just a stack of it. And we're just going to let that marinate over there. Beautiful. Alright, looking good. Let's go ahead and use these up. And we'll just go and keep on switching them out until we've switched out the whole system. Ow. Ow. This is stupid. Alright. Let me grab my shovel real quick. I think for some reason they're acting like wool, which is weird. Grab my shovel and mine out of place. Break them. Actually, I should be not switching these out yet. Yeah, I'm gonna do this in the right order. So we're gonna put these back. We still got 2 extra cables. Where'd those come from? Oh, I gave them there. Okay, we have 10 extra cables, so we're just going to use these in the place that's generating the most power. So we're going to go ahead and switch these out. Six, 7, 8. This will make things a little better. Alright, it's emptying nice and quickly. Now we're going to want to pick up all these cables. I don't want to leave them on the ground. So we're going to want to go down here. Pick up everything. Good. And that looks good. And we'll slowly over time, we'll switch out the current system from tin cables to these special cables, which these are the best cables in the game, too. And this will help us with harnessing the most energy we can get. It'll help us with that. Alright, we got 2 here, 2 there. Well, that wasn't even 2, but I don't know why I said 2. But just like that, and that's another one of those cables. Grab a glass here, that there. And 6 more cables from me. And we'll go ahead and switch out some more. Beauty. Alright. Oh, I can just use the pickaxe. Well, I'm not very smart. Weird, it's not hurting me anymore. Oh, I get it. These are naturally insulated. I get it now. The reason they were hurting me before is because I didn't insulate them. Which didn't matter a ton. I probably should have insulated them a long time ago. I was just using raw metal. I wasn't even insulating it. That's kind of funny, honestly. If you did that in real life, you'd be dead, basically. So, yeah. That's why they aren't hurting me, because they're automatically insulated. You got this gold dust, which is useful for nothing. Alright, just turn it back into gold. That's what you do with it. Alright, looking good. Got 4 more silver dust. And we can go ahead, switch this whole system out. Oh, what's this? Oh. Those ones aren't hitting me either. I mean, it is about nighttime, so that might be the reason. So let's turn it back to day, see if they hurt me. Actually, no, let's haul that place out during the night so I don't get hurt as much. Look cool? Alright, let's turn it back to day and see if it hurts me now. If not, then I'm just confused. It might be that the energy of one solar panel isn't enough to hurt you. But if all of them add up together, it can hurt you. So, for example, over here. No, it would have to be over there. I guess they just can't produce enough to hurt me, which is honestly convenient. Alright, how are we doing? 7. Alright, good, good. I'll have some sand up there for now. Hold on to that. Looking good, looking good. And we got some glass. Glass is almost finished. And then we can switch out the whole system, which will be a lot more energy efficient, which will be nice. It'll just be a nice convenient. You'll get like 5 or 10% more energy, something like that, which will help us. It doesn't give you more energy. It allows you to harness more energy. You still are making the same amount of energy, though. Alright, grab that little dust. There we go. A little bit more energy and dust. This is pretty fun. I like doing this. This is a nice calming thing to do. And tomorrow I don't have to get up early in the morning, so I can be nice and calm and stuff. Alright, so we'll do this. 1, 2. Whoopsies. Weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we just need a few more and we can get this done. Alright. And I gotta make sure I'm careful. I don't want this to touch this. If this touches this, bad. Might blow up in my face. It probably wouldn't blow up yet, but if I attach it to this, that's 360 EU a tick. Which, for this would be fine, But if it touched, I say this one, bam, blows up in your face. It might blow up. And even worse, if it doesn't blow up, it might blow up all these machines at once. Except for, like, this one. Oh my gosh. See how we're doing on tin. I mean, not tin, silver. Good. Good, good, good. Got a lot of these tin cables now, which I can use these to make these, or I can use them to make illuminators. But these insulated tin cables, they're not much better than the other ones. However, you can use them to make a few things. Like, for example, LV transformers, bat boxes, which is these are like the starting batteries. You only use these for like 30 minutes. It's kind of like the existence. It's kind of like the example of stone tools compared to iron tools. These owed 40,000 EU each. And they're made with these RE batteries, which you can make RE batteries with tin. And these are actually very useful. These can be used to make, obviously, this. They can use to make generators, electric heater. It can be used to make electric motor, Energeomat, if you use those, I don't know. Bat pack, charging battery, power unit, and small power unit. And then the energy storage upgrade. This smaller power unit is pretty useful. You can use to make electric hoe, which no one uses that. Let's be real. Wind meter, electric wrench, very useful. That thing's extremely useful. And the electric tree trap, which is very useful as well. Use that to get rubber without having to make like 15 different tree traps. So it'll save you a lot of wood and a lot of time. It's more convenient than anything else. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab the gold dust and this and smelt it, because I don't want to just leave it in my chests for no reason. And then it'll start producing us some gold, which is nice. I mean, I do need gold, but I don't need that much, obviously, because I have, you know, all these blocks. Which, as you can see, gold, the reason I don't need very much gold is because gold doesn't have very many uses. You can use it to make overclocked heat vents, but that's about its only use. I guess you can use it to make the MFE, as you can see, MFE, and the HEV transformer, but it's not that useful, as you can see. Most of the stuff you barely use. Like the transformer upgrade, this is good. The transformer upgrade is good. You can put it inside of your machines, and just like that, it'll make it so your machines do not blow up when you put in a lot of energy at once. It'll regulate it, and it'll make it so they don't blow up in your face. Which when they blow up, caves out. When they blow up, they don't cause a lot of damage. It's just the fact that you have to make the machine again. The machines are expensive, and that's what's annoying about it. 6 more cables for me, and we can go ahead and see. Is this whole system switched out? No. We can switch out the rest of this now. Okay, that's like 7, which is a little inconvenient. No. Ah, freak. Don't put the tin back. That's no good. Put that there. This. Now we're gonna have to put 2 of these here just to keep it going, and I'll make a few more of those cables, and we'll almost be done. And then we'll have the whole energy system switched out, and when it's switched out, that'll actually be quite convenient for me. And I finally switch out the energy system, and then after that, I will finally hook up the nuclear reactor, and then we'll actually be getting some real energy. Like some actually good energy. These furnace generators, very useful. Very nice, but they're nothing compared to the nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor, it's very expensive to use it, but it produces so much EU. It's insane how much it produces. But it's nice. It's very convenient. And now this is a little cable thing. I'm going to have it go this way just to save some space. So it's going to go this way. Kind of like an underground cabling system. Kind of like you have in real life. It's just more convenient. And I think I'll have it attach maybe here. That wouldn't be bad. It'll travel several blocks, which will be a little annoying, but it'll be fine. The more blocks it travels, the less energy you get. And that's why you don't want it to travel too many blocks. And that's why you also want better cables. Obviously, these ones, if you compare them to the other cables, they're a lot better. For example, the HV cable, one of the worst cables you can get. You lose 0.8 EU a block, almost a whole EU per block. If you were to use this with a solar generator, you would end up using up all the power, losing all of it. And if you use this copper one, 0.2. Not best, not great, but it's okay. Gold, pretty bad. But this one, it is 1/4 of this one. 1/4 of the loss, apparently. So it is much better, for sure. It would be nice if you could have one that doesn't lose any energy at all, but there isn't really a way to do that without changing the mod in the config, which I'm going to change it a little bit in the config whenever if I ever make a server, just to make it so the mod is easier on people and it's not going to blow up people's machines or anything like that, because that'll obviously be very frustrating. You wouldn't want that to happen, of course. Nah. It should be down further. Like that. I'm not using 10 cables. Back then, in 1.7 or 1.8, around that time, when you were playing Industrial Craft, you could use whatever cable you wanted, and there would be pretty much no reason not to. I used HV cables simply because they were the cheapest, and because they produced, wired the most power, and that just made them the best. However, that is not the case anymore. HV cables are now terrible. They're high voltage cables is what they are. They're just made out of iron, and they're just terrible. But yeah. Let's see what our EU read is now. Just how much is going through here. We got 107 EU going through here, and it seems to be slowly going down as the sun's going down. So let's turn it back up, and let's just start slowly going back up because I'm using solar panels. Solar panels, they're pretty nice, but as you can see, the EU is now going back up as the sun is rising. It's actually going up pretty fast and slowing down now. 114, 115. 115 EU coming in. And the energy out is a little confusing. Looks about like a little bit around 50 EU a tick. Vro is still alive. This crap is so epic. What do you... Okay. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you're thinking like I was gonna get killed by something. Oops. You just think I was gonna like die because I touched a cable or something and just turned it into beef jerky or something. Why are they screaming? My siblings, they're screaming. I don't know why. Not like danger screaming. They're screaming, angry screaming. I don't know. I'd rather them not do that. Another 58 gold there. Still got quite a bit of gold to go through. They are in PMO mode. Ah, yes. Very nice. But, anyways, it would be nice to... just the one problem I'm thinking of is how would I enforce rules in a server like this. Obviously, I can't really do much about it. If I wanted to make it so people couldn't blow up people's bases with a nuke, I'd have to put in a lot of effort into that. And that's why I'm thinking of having an Anarchy server. Because Anarchy, the very system of it, works very well if it's a very small amount of people. If you have anarchy with 10 people, no problems with that. It'll work perfectly fine. However, if you have anarchy with 1,000 people, anarchy no longer works. Because then there's guaranteed to be one person out there who is insane, plays all day, all night, just so they can make nuclear bombs and blow up people's bases and then watch them cry. However, typically people, because of their conscience, their morality, they will team up together against people like that to stop that stuff from happening. And that is that's the protection that's the protection that is made in anarchy. People out of just plain morality will not want to let that happen. Alright, so we're going to just surround this thing just to make it nice again. I just break the outer side of it just to make it so I knew that the foam was perfectly drying under there, and I knew it was finished. Let's also grab a little bit more sand so we can fill it back in completely. Like this. Beautiful. Alright. And now this is going... I think I just need like 2 more things of it, and I could finally get it to go. Alright, what we got down here? Got 3 more of that stuff. They are... Okay. No, I'm talking about your live. Ah, okay, okay. I get it now. I thought you were just like, wow, this man hasn't died from high voltage death cable yet? That's surprising. But, anyways. Today's been decent, I suppose. I mean, some bad things happened today, but it worked itself out, I guess. It worked out. Nah, not worked itself out, but yeah. This is a cool symbol. I didn't even know that was a symbol you could make. Kind of looks like a swastika. Kind of looks like a black hole. I'm going to say it's a black hole, because I don't like swastikas. On this cable, anyway, this EU detector cable, it looks like a black hole, and I like it. I don't know why I even mentioned a swastika. If I didn't say it, no one would have thought it. They'd just say, hey, it looks like a black hole, that's cool. Regrets. I have them. I have regrets like every other person. Anyways, EU splitter cable and EU detector cable. These use a lot of EU, but you only really typically need to use one of these things. EU splitter cable. This can be used to split EU between sources. And detector, I'm not sure exactly what that does. Maybe be like kind of like a detector rail. Who knows? I thought I heard water. Ah, I was right. Don't want to let that flow. Not because of any bad reasons, just it's annoying. Beautiful. Alright, we've almost got another cable. Another amount of silver to make another cable. Very nice, very nice. And we'll make another one of these things. Seems I made a lot of energy dust. A little bit too much, but it'll be fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, I have plenty of diamonds anyway. To be honest, in this mod pack, diamonds are not very hard to get. The hardest thing to get is the uranium. Alright. Boom. 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 4 more cables and we'll have this thing ready. This thing will be ready to go. Let's just make sure we swapped out all those stupid tin cables. A single tin cable could mess this thing up. You know what I mean? So we're going to make sure we don't have any tin cables. It's so nice to not get electrocuted. That makes a calming noise. Anyways, let's go ahead and fill in all that with sand. Like that. Oops. I'm just using those elevators. Sometimes they accidentally accidentally fall through them. It's a little annoying. Just want this to look nice, so I'm gonna fill this all back in. Imagine having this on hardcore mode. It would literally be an OSHA violation to have a nuclear reactor. Imagine having OSHA violations in Minecraft. That would be the best. That would truly be the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? The best of creation. Imagine that. Having OSHA in Minecraft. All you need is hardcore mode on a server. And boom, OSHA appears. Like someone makes a nuclear reactor without a two wall thick construction foam thing, and like literally suing them for endangering the neighborhood or something stupid like that. Alright. OSHA violations are so tough. Yeah, they're the best. Alright, what are we looking at? We're almost out of it. That's nice. We're almost finished with this part, and then I can maybe go kill some bosses or something. Do something like that. Take a break from Dustinocraft and go on and kill some cool bosses. Show the mod pack off a little bit. I would want to have certain things in it, but you can honestly focus on any part of the mod if you wanted. Another currency would be gunpowder, simply because gunpowder is used for making bullets. And obviously you need bullets if you want to kill people. Or kill mobs or anything like that. But if you want to kill players and like take over people's things, then you would get a nice gun. Which is kind of why you would, whenever you'd go, you'd move your base really, really far away from spawn. Keep your coordinates a secret. But that's kind of impossible in Minecraft because people can be like, aha, there's a lily pad there and another lily pad there. And there's a jungle. No, not jungle. There's some vines there. That means I know exactly where you are, which is like so annoying. It makes it so if you're a streamer, you can't just play the game. That's ridiculous. Perfect. And we have 3 extra cables, which I'll just hold, I suppose. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, I gotta mute myself every single time I sneeze, or else it's gonna break everyone's ears. I tend to sneeze kind of like someone's very masculine dad. Just sneeze extremely loud. You know, the generic dad sneeze. It's an old meme anyway, but eh. But now that the reactor is ready to go, I'm gonna turn it on and see what happens. Now that it's ready to go, but let's take a look at this. Just make sure it doesn't connect to anything stupid. Looking good. And these are pretty much out of it, so this is gonna run out of energy. But it's looking good. Let's go ahead and turn on the nuclear reactor. Here we go. Alright, looks good. Just barely making any noise. Let's see how we're doing on power. We're producing a lot of energy. Let's just take a look. Whoops. 480 EU a tick. How is that even possible? 470, 460, 450. Okay, as those little things are going out of energy, it's going down to 360 EU a tick, which is exactly how much it's supposed to be making. But I guess we have those solar panels. Now that's weird. The solar panels are producing exactly 1 EU a tick. No way. That's actually good. You don't know what that means, right? That means we are producing an exact amount of EU. And that also means these cables are better than they look. What these cables promised was almost no waste, but they actually have no waste at all. That or they're not adding up to 1. Ah, I understand. I understand how it works. How it's going is they're not adding up to 1 EU because it's not too far away, so it's still at a point where it's not adding up to 1 EU and therefore giving us an exact amount of EU, which is nice. It's convenient, and it makes it so we get more power. Energy out is still a confusing amount. I don't know why that is. I'm not using a overclocker upgrade or anything like that. I guess just gold just takes a certain amount. But that'll go as it does, and that's looking good. All right. And now what we're going to want to do is, oops, I did that again. We're going to want to keep an eye on the nuclear reactor for a while, because I don't want it to explode. It would be bad if it exploded. You can know it's going to explode when this core temperature is going up. And as you can see, it's at 0 currently, and it's probably going to stay at 0. As you can see, it has all these dual rods, and the dual rods will go down durability. And these heat vents should go to a certain amount of durability, but not go down after that. They'll just stay at a stable durability, like this one. And you can tell if these durability is going down, that it's about to break. Wait, what the? That's weird. There's slots here for something. I don't know what can go here, though. Odd. Can I put the thing in there? No. I'm not going to try that. I don't want to crash the game. Both mods, it is bad, because you can sometimes crash the game, but you know what I mean. But as you can see, this flower method is working very well. It's producing power, and it's not appearing to produce any issues. We're just going to look at all these heat vents. Some of them are being used more than others. Some of them aren't being used very much at all. Wow. Looks good. You know what that means? We can get to battling things. So let's just check our backpack, make sure it's empty. Now, I'm not sure what kind of dungeon I want to go on. Should I go on a Chocolate Quest dungeon or a roguelike dungeon? I'm not sure. But this looks like it's going to produce plenty of power. It's already at 7 million. You want to know what that means? Overclocker upgrades, boys. I can use overclocker upgrades in here because I have a lot of power. Boom! Look at that. Much faster. And as you can see, now it's actually having a little bit of... Actually, no, it's actually still using up all the... It's still getting more power because the nuclear reactor uses a lot of power. Not only that... Ah, I understand. I understand the issue. I forgot about something. We need to grab our cables. We need to wait for that to go up a little bit. And we need more cables because I have not worked out this place back here. I have not put out completely finished it. There's still a few tin cables back there. And that's why I wasn't able to do that. And I'm glad I noticed that. So let's go ahead and make some more. And grab some glass. Make some more of these things, and we'll go ahead and finish the system completely. It's a good thing I haven't left yet, or else that would make things slower and it'd be annoying. Get in the way. Let's go back here. Check for tin cables. Actually, it looks like we don't have any tin cables at all. It looks like the problem is this little thing here. Which is a little annoying, but it should be fine. There's not much I can do about it, though. Sadly. Well, I just made all these for nothing, but it doesn't matter. I'll probably use them eventually. However, we'll put as many overclocker upgrades as we can put in here. Let's do 1, 2. 2 seems to be the max. That's fine. That's alright. Well, that'll go at that speed, and that'll just keep producing power, I suppose. Now, I want to go to a dungeon and, you know, just have some fun. Dual leg pants of deflection. Let's see, do I already have those? Yes, I do. I just don't have room. I'll just throw them in here. Melt them down. Alright, let's go ahead and make some ammunition. Let's go ahead. Get 10 blocks. This will produce quite a bit of gunpowder. Go ahead and grab our advanced modern weapons box. And go ahead and grab some Barrett ammo. Alright, that was way too much ammo. Oh my gosh, that was too much ammo. Look at all that, man. Okay, let's put in a little bit up here. There, that's better. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. Oh wait, before that, let's grab a half stack of golden apples. And I would like to bring a bed with me as well, but yeah, I'll bring a bed. And I'll fight, I guess, just whatever I can find. I haven't marked those coordinates. I think it's this way. No, this way. There should be a few different dungeons back here. I have gotten most of the dungeons in the area, and except for this one. You know what? I'll finish this one off just for the heck of it. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna, because I might be going to a very large dungeon called a Ice King or Ice Walker King dungeon. Ice Walkers, well, not Ice Walkers, they're called Abyss Walkers, actually. My bad. Abyss Walkers are basically these weird, I don't know how to describe them, but basically they drop lapis and they have colored armor. And they can also sometimes do magic and strike you with lightning. And that's why I want to be careful of them. Because, well, they also have a lot of health. They have a lot of health, but they drop very nice stuff. They drop ender pearls and lapis. Lapis is very valuable. Lapis can be used, well, it's not valuable, it's just useful. It can be used to make several different things. For example, overclock upgrades, which I love those. Those are very useful. And if you see a dungeon that I seemingly haven't used, bro, are you hacking? No. I'm using these boots, which increase my speed, plus the hang glider, and plus the slime sling. All of that makes me go very, very fast. I'm using a hang glider. Hang glider, slime sling, and these cloud boots. These cloud boots already make it easier to move, as you can see. That plus the slime sling, which launches me in the air and gives me higher speed, plus the hang glider, which keeps me in the air, and I can stay in the air and fly very, very far, very, very fast. Alright, let's check here. See if I... Ooh, nice. Bronze? Alright. There's some iridium in here, too. That's nice. Blocks of gunpowder, this, gold armor. Okay, so we're going to take out our backpack, throw all this in there, put that back up there, and it has already turned the night. Wow. Wait, never mind. Wait, never mind. It is turning the night. Alright. Go this way. Oh, there's another village. No special houses, so I'm just going to keep going. That's a roguelike dungeon. Those can be very good for getting iron. But other than that, they're not super useful. Oops, there's a tree. There's a dungeon here. Let's see if there's anything in it. Exterminator. Oh, I hate this stupid thing. Alright, I'm going to kill it. I'm just going to kill it. It's going to die. I'm going to kill it. That little bastard, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. I hate this stupid thing. Die! Ugh. It's so annoying to fight it. You want to attack me? Go ahead. Go for it. Ugh. This is one of the most annoying bosses. It constantly is attacking. And that just lagged the game, too. Hello? Is this thing gonna die? Ow, you piece of trash! Don't throw that crap at me. It's constantly electrocuting me. This is so annoying. Oh my gosh, it's gonna break my armor! You little bastard! It's gonna break my armor if I'm not careful. I can't damage it, man. Die! You bastard! It's gonna break my armor, and then I'm gonna have to fix all of it. I'm not dealing with that crap. Die! And die fast! Kill you, stupid bastard. You're not breaking my stupid armor. Put that down. Oh my gosh. Die! Oh, I hate that boss, man. Am I gonna stop taking damage? Thank you. Oh my gosh, man. Look at how much that damaged my stinking armor. I need to heal. I need to heal all that crap before I go back into the battle. What we got here? Diamonds. More diamonds. This is where I'm getting all those stupid diamonds from. That's a pretty good bow, but I don't need it. Gold. More diamonds. Alright. Looks to be about that. I really need to heal my armor, though. Oh, it's terrible. Let's go ahead and just go back to the house. We'll be there in a few minutes. We're gonna go back to the house. We need to heal our armor back up. That was terrible. Not even better, they don't drop anything. They're an incomplete boss. They don't drop anything. I don't even think it gave me experience to heal my armor back up. Dang, man, that damaged my armor. That's why you stay away from those clowns. That's why I didn't fight it beforehand. But it's dead now. Goodness gracious. It's not even a fun boss to fight. All it does is shoot crap at you and electrocute you. It's honestly the worst boss in the game. I guess there are some incomplete bosses that you can't kill yet, which makes them terrible bosses. If you can find them anyway. But, yeah. Alright. Let's go. We'll be home in about a minute, I'd say. Yeah, that's about right. There we go. Oh, is that going to load? Oh, there we go. There's a dungeon there. I'm not going to any other dungeons until I heal up my armor. Heck nah, man. I'm not having my armor break for this. Plus, it's made out of steel, so it'd take freaking steel to heal it. And steel is expensive. So that's why I put mending moss on the armor, which basically gives it mending. Alright. What are your favorite food? That's a good question. There's many things. I like crab. I like shrimp, but I get sick of it quickly. I like Panera's bacon mac and cheese. That's pretty good. What's another thing I like? For some reason, I found Amigo's ranch bacon burger is extremely good. Like, way better than anything else I've had in a while. It's kind of surprising, honestly. Like, everything else is mediocre compared to that burger. It's kind of ridiculous. Let me heal my armor. Beautiful. Alright. Time to... let's see what we got in my backpack. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to put away. Let's go ahead and just get all this armor out of here and just melt it all down. Everything I can melt, pretty much. Maybe that's the burger from the secret SpongeBob recipe. Alright then. Sure, why not? I got some bronze too, which is pretty nice. And then this iridium, which is also pretty good. That should be that. Yeah, that's about all I got. I'm gonna stick around for a while and wait for this armor to heal. Cause dang, man. Sheesh, that just was terrible. Let's check on the reactor to see how it's doing. It's quite quiet, but it's doing well. But their burgers are very nice. It's kind of funny, at Amigos, I never, like, even thought to get a burger. I always got the same thing. I always got a cheesy with ranch, and the ranch is very good. That's one thing about Amigos. The ranch is actually insanely good. But I always got the same thing. And one time I decided to get a burger, and it was way better than any other burgers I had. It was much better than Wendy's. It was insane. I don't know. I just made it better, I guess. I don't know. It had lettuce on it and tomato on it. And I don't even like tomatoes or lettuce. And it was stinking good. But yeah. Well, we're literally making a lot of energy. We're already at 9.7 million energy. That's so much that I feel the need to start using some of it, so I don't waste it. But I can always turn the reactor off if I come to the point that I'm full on energy. But let's see what I want to do. I could use a centrifuge for something else, potentially. What I do need to do is take out this gold dust and smelt it. But, man, that is actually insane how much damage that clown did to my armor. Just keep it healed. It's gonna take a while, but it'll heal eventually. It's not like regular mending. It's not like you get XP, it uses it, and it heals armor. Basically, it stores up to 100 XP, and it slowly turns the XP to durability. That's what it does. But, yeah. We got some experience here in these little tubes. Well, not really tubes. They're XP tanks. They're big tanks made of obsidian and glass. But dang, man, look at my helmet. Helmets already have a problem with durability. And I made sure this armor was as durable as I could get. And I got it up to 800 for the chest plate and 550 for the helmet. I put an emerald on it. And I even made sure I put on the correct things to give it as much durability as possible. Because durability matters to me, because I don't want my stuff breaking, especially for a rapier. Rapiers are very good. This one does 7 attack damage, but it has an added bonus, being able to strike really quickly. And it has a armor bonus. Basically, it will do a little bit more damage than a regular weapon against armored enemies. And that's why I use a rapier. Because I'm often fighting enemies with a lot of armor. And this will pierce through their armor. Not fully, but like 25%. It also strikes very quickly. And it makes up for it. That's it making up for it having a low damage, which I had to put sharpness on this to get it to get 7.4 damage. Now I could go for like a mandolin cleaver here and get 18 damage, more than double amount this one. However, it wouldn't have the armor bonus, and I wouldn't be able to hit through armor and do more damage to those mobs. This thing is probably the only way to kill someone who has what is known as quantum suit armor. Quantum suit armor is insanely expensive. It is made with iridium, and iridium is very hard to get. To get iridium, the only way you can get it is out of dungeon chests. Regular, hard to find dungeon chests. And basically, you typically only end up finding shards, which could be compressed into ores, and the ore turned into a plate, which it takes 4 of it, so 36 iridium shards. To get 1 of those, and you need 2 of those just to get the boots. However, each one of these has special abilities. For example, boots, never take fall damage ever again. Pants, you can run extremely fast. Chestplate, you can fly around. And the trance also allow you to do a sort of boost jump. And the helmet, I believe, gives you night vision. And those are just extra bonuses. There's also the fact that you will not die as long as there is energy inside of the armor. And it has 10 million EU apiece. And if you have a Labotron energy pack, you'll get a total of 20 million per piece. Pretty much. And that is just insane, because the only way you could possibly kill someone with it is to use like an explosive minigun and just constantly shower them with bullets. That's like the only way you could kill someone with that armor. However, this is another way you could potentially kill them, because this pierces through armor. So it could be a way to pierce through the armor and kill someone. Though it is a melee weapon, so it'll be harder to do it. But it's a lot cheaper than getting 3 people with miniguns to just sneak up on them and just beat the crap out of them with it. But this is actually taking forever to heal. It was at 50 durability, and now it's at 110, 119, but yeah. I think I could bring one of those with me, potentially, just to help me heal on the road. Yeah, what I'm going to do is grab this, this, and this. And I'll grab, yeah, I'll just keep all this with me, and I'll put it inside my pack, and we'll just put it out there. Let's go, boys. With how easy it is to get 40 million EU if you have a maxed out reactor or several of them, you could probably charge the quantum suit armor several times over if you have enough time. Now, you can't charge it while you're wearing it unless you have a charging station, which you could use that, I guess. That's cool. So what you end up having to do is getting a charging station, which I'll show you one while I'm just flying around. No, charge. As you can see, charging Labotron Crystal has 40 million EU. It will charge your armor for you if it's in your inventory. It will charge your armor while you're wearing it, which will make it extremely hard for someone to kill you if you have that armor. In the server I'm thinking of, most people are probably going to have steel armor, or on occasion mandolin armor. Or if they want to, they can customize it a little bit and get different kinds of armor. With the armor mod that I have, you can customize your armor and get special kinds with special strengths, which most people are probably going to go for projectile protection, simply because it'll help against bullets and help protect you. That is a terrible dungeon. I'm not going to that one. But basically, most people are going to have regular armor. If someone can actually get quantum suit, they are going to ravage the entire thing. They're going to go drunk from power. They're going to be like Senator Armstrong and just come around, run around killing everyone. It's not going to be great. And that's why you're going to have people who have several weapons, special weapons, who are going to have to constantly make sure people are not going to just destroy everything with that kind of armor. Anyways, this is the pirate captain thing, and they seem to be wearing banners. No, that's not banner. All right, we're just gonna open this up. Oh goodness! We'll get them all to fall in here because of this trap doors. It's like a perfect way to get them to fall in. It's also turning the night. I could set my spawn if I wanted. Oh, careful. Now that all that's done, I think I could sleep. Sleep. Break bed. I'll find a place to sleep. Alright. Alright. We're gonna set our spawn here. And the boss is pretty powerful, I gotta say. See if they're gonna follow me out. Nope, they're dumb. Alright. Here's the boss. It's the pirate captain. I'm just gonna just run in there blasting and see if I can kill him. You little bastard. How the freak did you get up there? Oh my gosh. Ah, they got through there. But they can't get through here. These little bastards. They won't come fight me, but they'll sneak up on me if I try to get their captain. Really. Come on, everybody. Come on down. Take that wood. And down they go. Now I can take out the captain. I think I have enough durability here. We should be fine. Typically I take him out really, really quickly. Just go in with immediate headshot. Bastard. He's trying to move around. Did you just throw a poison potion at me? You little bastard! He's gone! Where the freak did he go? He's attacking me from behind. There he is. He can turn invisible, which is really annoying. Oh, he's dead. There you go. That parrot, for some reason, it's a robot. It blows up whenever you kill it. Oh, come on. Dang it. What the? Oh, for a second I thought they were all gone. That wouldn't have been good. Oh, dang it. I gotta go kill all of them now. Hold on. Probably before I can loot this place. Come on now. Come on, everybody. No, don't just jump around like that. I'll just there we go. Come on. Oh, what are you saying? Why is bro fighting Mike Diamond Steve? These are pirates. What are you doing? Come on, everybody. Oh, goodness. That guy just zoomed right after me. There's a lot of them in here. Don't hit me, little jerk. I'm trying to heal my armor, not have it get broken by you. I hope those shots aren't too loud. Dang it, I messed that up. Also better careful of creepers because this place is full of TNT. Don't heal yourself, jerk. Alright. No, don't heal. These guys are trying to heal themselves. It's frustrating. Here they come. How did you survive that? There we go. That'll help heal me. Heal up my armor, anyway. Now that that's done, Let's go actually get those chests, because I didn't clear them out. There should be some decent stuff in here, too. Oh, but yeah. A lot of emeralds and a lot of diamonds. Some diamond armor, which I typically take, but I'm not going to take this time, because I have a lot of that crap sitting in chests. Redstone, iron, coal. I'm not grabbing the hook shot. This. A little bit more stuff. I would take flint, but nah, I don't want it. I'm not taking the bullets either, because those are like cheapskate guns. They're terrible. All right, did I get all the chests? Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Now there are some chests in here. These typically have food in them, but they're not bad. Yeah, they just have food in them. Oh, never mind. There's some iron. I don't want the flint. The flint's nice, but like, I don't need a ton of flint. There we go. Alright. Those are those chests. Things are going fine so far. How far are we away? Not that far. Another thing, we gotta grab all this TNT, because it can be used if you really hate dungeon bosses. If you really hate them, you can grab all this TNT and just destroy the whole thing. That's if you really hate dungeon bosses, like specific ones. Like, there's this one dungeon that's full of a bunch of enemies that are just, that shoot slowness arrows at you. It's terrible, so annoying. Even worse, they're pillagers. And you can just take a bunch of this TNT, blow up the whole dungeon, just to get rid of it. Now, the bad part about that is you don't get the loot from the dungeon. But the good part is you don't have to deal with all the garbage. You don't have to deal with all of those stupid mobs. And you can also just get rid of the dungeon, not have to deal with them shooting at you if it's near your base. Got a whole stack of TNT from that. That's actually pretty good. But we're gonna get about a stack and a half from that. Plus, there could be more down there. Toss that out. Now, I gotta be careful because of creepers. Creepers could potentially cause some issues. I don't want anything to blow up. I just want to carefully navigate around. Okay, so we're good. Now we're gonna place stuff, and we're just gonna run through. There's a lot of these guys down here. God, they hit me and made me miss. Alright, you know what? Enjoy that. Alright, that kind of helped. Alright, that's gonna help quite a bit with my armor. Alright. Now, could be a creeper in here, so we gotta be careful. No creeper? Break all the TNT. All of it immediately. Because mobs could step on those pressure plates and cause the whole thing to just blow up in your face. And that's not good. Alright, break it all. If you break it, you can't blow up. Alright. Good. Whew. That was a little dangerous, but we got quite a bit of TNT out of it. And then up here, we have a little dungeon chest with a looting. One singular iridium shard. Okay, then. Some gunpowder. This. Some more gunpowder. Some of that. I guess I can grab the copper, I suppose. Not sure why they had copper in here. I mean, copper isn't really a thing they use. Dang it, I don't want to pick up the stupid door. Alright. There we go. And that looks good. Now we're going to go back to the base. After we get up all the way over here. Oh, actually, there's actually one more enemy. If I can find him anyway. There's one up there. Oh, never mind. He must have fell down. Alright. I also can use teleport stones. I don't use them very often, even though I probably should, because teleport stones are just really convenient, and if you can get enough of them, you can just use them whenever you want, wherever you want. This is a teleport stone. Basically, you set a location to teleport, and you can teleport there anytime you want. Why the freak did that not work? Now I gotta swim. Oh, thankfully, there's an island there. Why in the world did I just lose all that hunger? I'm not sure why that just happened, but I'm just gonna save and quit real quick. Apparently there's some lag going on. I'm not sure what it is. So I'm gonna save and quit real quick. Oh boy. That was lag. That was lag upon lag. That was crazy, man. Dang it, don't go out of the chunks. That causes the game to glitch. Another pirate? I'm not dealing with that crap, man. I'm not fighting another one of those clowns. Alright, I think I'm going to go back to the base now. That's kind of a taste of the mod pack. Though there are much better bosses than that. That boss just sucks. Okay, that boss doesn't suck. The boss is okay. It's a lot more fun when you fight it with melee only. But I wasn't trying to play that game. I'm not trying to accidentally get hurt or hurt my armor any more than it's already hurt from that stupid thing. Alright. That's weird. I've just placed a torch there. Ah, there we go. And we're here. Alright. Ugh. I'm tired. Let's see how we're doing on energy real quick. Doing well. Wait, what? Yep, doing good. Throw all this in. Nope, nope, nope. Not the iron. Oh, that was dumb. Alright. We'll throw our gunpowder in here. And we'll throw the TNT in there. Emeralds here. We'll go down here. Redstone, iron, diamond, gold. Gold blocks, coal, and copper. And one iridium shard, which is not a lot, but I'll take it. What we got in the backpack? Oh, just our little healing things. Speaking of healing, let's go ahead and heal our armor a little bit. And I think I'm about done for the day. Honestly. I think that's about it for today. That's fine. It's been pretty fun. I could probably... I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow. I'm just not sure if I will. Simply because... sometimes I don't want to. I don't know. I don't choose when I want to stream. I choose when I stream, but not when I want to stream. Anyways, I will see you next time. I need to go eat supper, but I'll see you next time. Goodbye.